I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back to some Outer Worlds today. But everyone's having a great day, Dave. If not, well, that's your problem, not mine. Not mine. I'm having a great day. I'm having a great day. Alright. Where do we leave off at? I don't fucking know. Alright. Where we at? What we doing? Oh shit, we back. I guess we follow this, huh? Oh shit. What the hell?
Damn, what was that? There ain't been active fighting here in I don't even know how long. We got bases down there. If one of them got hit, then that
damn, they
will
dead.
be the first of many.
Hold on. Bro, this thing sound like it's gonna break. I'm exploring. What the fuck? Am I supposed to come in here? Oh, I'm in here.
Attention passenger. You are running 21,027.5 hours late for your tram. Please be mindful of your departure in the future.
How long is 21,000 hours? 2 years and 4 months. You know what? I really thought it'd be longer than that. Oh, what's that over there? I don't even want. Nah, we still exploring.
This is your 2061st reminder.
Please mind the gaps. All of them.
Damn.
The plan can wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram. Thank you for picking up your... Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden.
What the fuck, bro?
The plan can wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15. Thank you for picking up your personal belongings. We must all work together to keep Golden Ridge beautiful.
That actually works.
Folk were hunkered down here. Wonder how long they held out before. Well, best not to think about it.
Day 206. Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble. Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching. Many have left for Matriarch's mercy, seeking refuge with the Order. The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate? The Order won't...
Incessant muttering to oneself may disturb fellow passengers. Further conduct violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering rattletrap. Such threats compel me no longer. I now answer to no one. I've seen through the lies of both sides. In time, everyone will.
Unwarranted optimism may be a sign of a more serious imbalance. Please see a curativist before boarding.
What we got down?
Matriarch's mercy lies directly ahead. This unit is ready to proceed when you are, Commander.
Let's go, boo-boo. So far, so good. Oh shit, boo-boo, you scared the hell out of me. Oh, they got power line. Are you enemy?
Please, somebody help us! Anybody, please!
It sounds like a dude from Arkham.
Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. My family and I, we was making our way to the mercy camp for us refugees.
I bet you
We
were.
were set upon. My wife, my son had to leave from just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chase. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them. I don't. Vary, by my guess. She was bit on the thigh, high, like, can see bone. She's screwed. Hurry, please. Thank you.
Smells like a setup. Yeah, this is set up.
Raring to go.
The commander's vital stats are not as now. You are leading an alarming amount of fluids, Commander.
I missed all three of them.
Raft's back in business.
Fucking bastard. I knew it was gonna be a trap.
Exponential increase in local population detected, and max occupancy exceeded. Non-essential persons should vacate for safety purposes.
Another refugee? All right, step forward. Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger. Can't say I didn't warn you. You need anything.
Shut the fuck up.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning tramiculars. Peaceful silence of the canyons.
I can't recall them. Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
One day.
Between the invaders and the order defecting, no confident this.
Oh, try not to get too close. My sinuses are stuffed up, my ears are backed up, and I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your distance. Oh, you want me to keep sickness? I've gotten sick. Why, last figured I might as well get used. I think it's downright awful. Sickness? You too.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask
How long are we meant to stay here?
the order. I'm not in the prediction business.
Broke my nose last scrap. Or, I guess Wally Dortmunder did, huh? I banged him up real good for you, didn't I? I won you one, right? Matters settled.
The void you did. Barely connected. You're thinking of 2-3 scraps ago. You've been mostly unconscious a while now.
You used at least 2 words I ain't sure I know. And I already forgot the question. No? I think.
You ought to talk to Boss Tilda. She's the
Yeah.
brains in this. What does she call it?
Yeah.
Quasi-illicit shenanigan.
Doesn't like to look at us when we're all banged up. Said my face turned her off Borscht loaf.
Anyhow, head down the hill along the fence. Tell her Mapother and Mudge sent you.
Word to wise, don't accept anything here that's given for free. You'll pay, one way or another.
No time to chinwag. More than I might busy at the moment.
You got business? No? Move on. You the fixer lent your aid to Agent Galloway? Don't suppose you got that crawling hibiscus she promised to sneak me, huh? Forget it. You can come in. Don't do anything foolish. Hello, hello. You're the one that aided us in availing Sub Rosa of a rather large shipment of Spectrum vodka, yes? Agent Galloway is slightly less trustful than most feral canids, so winning her over speaks volumes of your character. Consequently, I'm pleased to present you purchase access to my fine wares. It's fortunate you're no stranger to contraband. We stand that we'd like to make a good ton of bits on the war, and maybe expand our reach in the process. Beyond that, I'm not supposed to comment. Let Sub Rosa consist primarily of ex-Anti's Choice and ex-Protectorate personnel. We've still got folks we care about out there. Feast thine...
I'll be right back. combat.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Hmm? Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention. Oh, really? Like they strung a few words together in a row and it all made sense? That's a marked improvement on earlier. Guessing they left out a bunch, though. Here, in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So it's the Order, so they don't kick you out or nothing. It's all community betterment volunteering. If you're former Auntie's Choice, it smacks kind of like work for free. If you're former Protectorate and it don't involve Automax, it's all terrifyingly mystifying somehow. We say whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah! This guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly? Ugh, a tourist. Well, clear out then, huh? Can't have you scaring off real customers. I got a bunch of yeggs, 2 pugilists, and a cicanid to feed. Go on, get out of here. Scram.
Look, your nose was just a stand-in for one.
Don't feel like that stand-in.
What happened to this place? Law.
Matriarch Mercy, are you safer than the trenches?
We're not going anywhere! Not on the basis of some half-baked prediction. This
Please keep your behavior.
exclusion zone is where we stake our claim. Stand with me and
Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged you as some sort of prosperous scrapper by the rough look you got about you. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. May Huffstutler, formerly Auntie's Choice, Department of Invasive Marketing. Now, the voice of the displaced. That's what those in the Order call me, leastways. An unofficial sobriquet, likely meant as on account I object. Louder. Though, admittedly, it's a the Order's not exactly fond of me. Rabble-rousing doesn't align with their vision of happy as I am to make your acquaintance. The exclusion zone. The Order has decided to keep us out. Screw their predictions. We have people, displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them. Chance of life-threatening peril from a yet-to-be-determined catastrophe were the administrant's words. Not what I would call specific. I honestly don't give the slightest whit about the Order's idea of math or whatever calculation tells them that a catastrophe... I couldn't get anywhere with Administrant Agarwal, but you. Maybe you'll... Thanks, stranger. Maybe fate... You can find Agarwal in the lift building. Probably formulating another equation to get...
A visitor.
Hello.
Hello. You weren't mentioned in my latest personalized order projection. I mean, prediction. Granted, I mostly skim the parts what don't cover probabilistic dangers, so perhaps you were alluded to in some, suppose that means you're not a threat. So that's good, right? I'll say, I try not to make any big plans until I can... First time I got a POP, it was on a lark. It said, roll up just after lunch. Wind picked up. Sure. Think my co-occupant Ike had a POP'd. You did? I don't...
Friends, neighbors, while you shelter in Matriarch's mercy, apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding not. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need. Frivolous jocularity is one of a vicar's key methods for establishing rapport with lay people. If we gab a bit, I might restock my arsenal for witty rejoinders and quips. Yes, I reckon I do have. Suppose I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic, math, and meticulously as I'm sure you've read in I am single-handedly make never as many as I eventually.
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear. Yes, technically a hut happens a lot. Don't have proper building material or no. Oh, you put that together, did you? Here, I thought I was being subtle. Yeah, people keep at. Maybe if we interspersed our request, they're doing something.
Don't eat yesterday's sandwich. Instead, enjoy cultured banquet, a 100% fabricated meal, the consummation of consumption from the Order of the Ascendant.
The Protectorate have only been... Reminds me of Tau Ceti right after the merger. Had to wait for my number to be called just to get rations and a cup.
My soup is nutritionally calculated to sustain all bodily functions, but it could use a little salt.
And then we solve for the... oh. Doesn't everyone have that memorized? It's 1.772453885. Distraction and the app to show how the Crabble. I am also on hand to answer queries, but I am sure they, according life outside, we have done. But if might, then.
I'm here to maintain security, not to teach you remedial calculus. Welcome. Have you come to bask in the Order's knowledge?
1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is well, if the archivist said so, as the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But you may not have noticed, but with the great disruption that has occurred to their life, the Order of the... If I can help, appreciate...
What is it? I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-specific discourse. So, don't tell me. You're here on behalf of the voice of the displaced, aren't you? Oh, May, is it? You're on a first name. This is about the exclusion zone, correct? Excuse me, but the intricate dance of the cosmos, you see, the sea, but the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on... Tell me, which of us has the title of administrant before their name? The responsibility is mine. The seer has augured death for anyone. Furthermore, and now the voice has involved you. How auspicious. Perhaps you are the outside mediator who is... I believe only in the cold, inconvenient mathematics of the cosmos. The first step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. Talk to... The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. We can't both be. With your seasoned perspective, perhaps the voice of the displaced will learn to... Any questions before you get started? These are the data points we need. Keep at it then. Precision is ever our ideal. Many people around camp support or object to our methods. Speak to them, form your own opinion, and when you are ready, you will decide the fate.
By the law. It's you. Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in... True, but the Order's predictions... Recently, I had a rare opportunity. I feared the prediction was a fluke, but here you... Strictly speaking, it isn't. Anyway, that is the Seers. Where to begin? I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need... My thanks, stranger. The Seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it. For my intervention could only throw... Now, take the datapad. With my thanks. How can I be of service? Since you aren't a...
You're right. The universe does not orient.
Ah, I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment, I suppose. Well then, none of the Department of after, of course, but as we close in on Matriarch's Mercy, why I, for instance, I share the engagement is admit one of our if my own humble true, regrettably, well.
You must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no Sensible. Straight to business, then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of you. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the besides the highly caustic Serenium River and the Mantisaurs.
Fascinating. Your fear response must be suffering from some impairment. Likely the result of a traumatic brain injury. I'd have to open you up to be sure.
A generous offer, my friend, but I don't think the agent is interested in... Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is... No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Earth Directorate agent is just a title. Doubtful. Only fools run around proclaiming their intelligence.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent. Moreover, one more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also... Most assuredly not. It would eliminate the entire...
And here I was under the impression that investigating crime and...
That is correct, citizen. From one galaxy...
Nice catchphrase. Sounds like something straight out of Auntie's Marvel...
At any rate, I trust whatever's uncovered over the course of this investigation. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will illuminating the path to true erudite.
A calling for those with a great... Yes.
Seer Wiley is being too... Oh, without... Why? Matriarch's mercy would not if you can... That... Regret...
Oh.
Oh.
You have an abundance of valid options for...
Scienticians around the settlement inform me you've made some inquiries. Good. Good. Have you spoken to all representatives of the Order? All of the displaced? The Doctor? The questionable types from Sub Rosa? Investigated the containers? If not, do. Well then, if you need me in the meantime, I'll be here, up to my ocular organs and requests. Good. Check in with me once... As with probability, there is an art to meeting. Besides, to put it, but with effort...
Every scientician yearns to visit the archive on Christ.
Where do we go now?
One day,
Another refugee camp? Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
Do me a kindness and mosey on. My non-short
Hope you appreciated how I bit my tongue back there with the abbot. Didn't want things to come to blows with civilians in the crossfire. Full of excuses for the attack, wasn't he? Could be that he's sincere. Or it could be that he has his hands so full with keeping his community from falling apart that he missed a memo or two. Either way, I'm willing to stay my hand until we know the truth. If it were my folk buried under the rubble, if Ortiz was among them, I'd want to know for certain before acting. Besides, ain't nobody around here better suited for investigating than we are. I prefer doing my shooting after asking all the pertinent questions, Commander. While we're at it playing detective, we need to scope out opportunity. If there are any survivors, we ought to help. I can only hope they had warning enough. Thank you. We should move on, unless you've got something for me. I'm glad those Protectorate folk wised up and went to Fairfield. They're smart, resilient, resourceful. They'll be fine additions to Auntie's choice. Reckon the Vigilant will need some time to acclimate, but once... Commander, you got a minute to talk? The number of folks seeking refuge from the war is, well, it's beyond what I expected. And beyond what the Order is capable of handling, seems like. Auntie's may not be faring much better here, but we could at least find enough work for these folk to buy some food. I mean, we ain't gonna give up our cots for what could be the enemy. We're doing what we gotta do to keep our heads on our shoulders. It's a tough situation, that's all I'm saying. But if the Order can't even manage tens of folk at their doorstep, they ain't gonna manage much better should they win the war. But nothing's ever really free, is it? I went through this myself when Auntie's Choice took over Tau Ceti. It took time to secure the merger, but once they did, we folk got the help we needed real quick. And all they wanted in return was the signing of an employment contract. Now, I ain't seeing any contracts in Matriarch's mercy. So what is the Order actually gaining? The thought has crossed my mind, though I reckon we might have seen concrete proof of that by now. Anyhow, if the Order is in fact helping these folk with no hidden aims, then, well, I'll be the first to admit that there might just appreciate you hearing me out.
Can't say I'm fond of these lodgings. Talk about close quarters.
Just be grateful for what you have.
Algorithmic dissonance?
I miss my... How do you do, stranger? Always nice to see a friendly... Oh, it's a pity I can't lend more aid to our downtrodden... What? Listen, friend. A little skill with needle and thread... You can't just do that. Have it your way, then. I know when I'm being voluntold. Before I agree to anything, I need Sprat Corp. The term is word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory. Fresh being the operative word.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Wish. Keep your behavior acceptable. Correct.
Alright.
Stranger, the Order bids you welcome. In light of the recent attack on Auntie's Choice, you may want to make...
So it was one of our bases that got hit. Well, I'm gonna be sick.
The presiding bishop sent you. Then I'd advise making for it post-haste. You'll find safety there. The rest of this area, less so. The Order controls everything south of this point, but the rest is beset with various dangers. Zealots, scavengers, creatures, and corporatists. Well, not certain about that last one anymore. Cultists, mad to the last one. They're both unstable and violent. And excessive. They've also been known to pose as refugees. The creatures are of the genus Verachnid. They are large enough to kill a full-grown. They're both excessive. They've also been known to pose as...
All your endeavors elicit expected results.
increased levels of agitation. Is something the matter?
My arm feels like it's on fire. I had no sleep last night, and this damn twitching in my shoulder won't stop.
Have you been observing Dr. Tinsley's protocol?
Ain't much protocol aside from drink water and try not to die. Why do you want to know?
This unit is programmed to look after each member of the crew through around-the-clock observation. Empathy is simulated via a selection of subroutines for priority patients.
Well, I'll be damned. Honored to be in your care, Val.
Miscellaneous unspeakable dangers.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zerania Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no... Yet, how do I know you're not one of their number? An advanced party sent to control me into swinging free open the gate. What our consumerist rivals lack in intellectual rigor, they readily make up for in subterfuge and guile. Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? Well, we don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a...
This is Factor Maytugier. Am I to understand you have orders from the abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of... Very well.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down below until you talk to me.
Evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders. Wait, so has it been classified as an accident? Or may all your theories prove true? Not... The Proctor's a low-functioning functionary.
So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Wait, is that an Auntie's Choice enhanced soldier with you? Oh, I see what this is. Stay back. We have no desire to escalate things further. Don't do something you'll regret.
We want answers, not a fight. And if indeed there's any retribution to be had, it won't be by my hand. Tell him, Commander.
Till we ascertain the truth here, you'll understand if I remain cautious. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the... I'll send word you're en route. But fair warning, I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We had one of our transport pods filled with Zeranium was diverted, though functionally correct, I assure you. The transport pods are fired into space, where they are... To date, no one has ever misused them for this purpose. despite the explosive nature of the material. Fortunately, we have managed to corner the apparent... Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operation. An understandable perspective. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you were on hand to corroborate current...
Probably not best for me to talk. What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate? Forgive me. All this business with the lockdown puts one on edge. Everything appeared routine at the time. We launch transport pods into space regularly. They get collected. The Zeranium... It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything out of the... I ran a systems audit on the launch sequence afterwards. Anomalous event caused by unknown factors. Transport pod M7, containing a full hold of refined Zeranium, bound for orbital platform Z9, received a priority... Latitude and longitude coordinates corresponded to a low-ranking scientician. Been here for years. Regrettably, that is all I know.
Initiate Alva, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at once.
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Emergency detoxification initiated. Not clear to speak with random factors.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. Oh, no, I wouldn't frame it quite like that, of course. It's less what happened than who happened. Initiate Alva, that is. A low-level... Her role was to launch transport pods of volatile Zeranium to collection points in space. Not at the outposts of our rivals. Though a spy or turncoat, no doubt. Asleep. But I haven't even told you the worst part. How Alva took control. The subsequent, albeit strangely indirect, within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer door. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence, fervent professements of innocence mostly. You know, exactly what you'd expect a secret traitress to claim. Dramatic attestations that grew quite animated. I suppose spies must build up a flair for histrionics. What with all that, hiding their identities and all. Then bursting forth like a pent-up arachnid. At any rate, I have work to do, and you have a saboteur to eliminate, yes? You'll forgive me if I politely defer. Well, I'd hardly depict this as a crisis. I'll be in my...
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Varachnid's calicity as slavering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate is involved?
I don't know anything about the fluids involved.
You know,
The
you
thing
seem to be
attacked.
someone
I shot
with a
it.
very
There's
small
all over
body
the
of published
spot it
work.
emerged. Measure that, maybe.
Sorry to cut you off, but I'm encumbered with various concerns of the existential variety.
2 exemplars. Have an intellectually stimulating day.
Of course she's hiding something. You think those 2 exemplars... Alva's been here for how many years?
Investigator.
Never noticed her. Just
Factor said head on in.
scenery somehow.
Investigator? May all your endeavors add to the equation. Always account for standard deviation.
Hello. A visitor. Who is it they're sending now? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire. Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who was that you brought with you? A friend? Ah, an Auntie's choice grafted soldier. You poor dear. And someone else. Oh my! That Earth Directorate support mech is a design classic. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. I expect few in the Order know of you, but, well, I've kept to a role here that is purposely not very taxing. Others prefer calculations in their spare time. I have my stories. Between launches, I enjoyed serials, 2-bit dreadfuls, periodicals. I adore Zane and Buddy, even if they are considered contraband. And you decidedly share their upright bearing. For the longest time, I didn't realize your organization actually existed. But here you are, well-timed and, no doubt, eager to help. Oh, you sounded just like Buddy, striving his best to resemble Commander Zane. The similarity was uncanny. I'll tell you exactly what happened. Our transport pod leveled outpost opportunity. I immediately realized someone must have bypassed my terminal. I initiated a lockdown to block further tampering. Had I not, additional attacks may have continued. Now, despite a long record of dedicated service, who's being blamed? Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. There was a scuffle. Their weapons fired. It was a most unfortunate thing. I hate to speak poorly of management, but we workfolk around the manufactory consider the proctor something of a petty bureaucrat, dear. I assume she's acting as any functionary would, assigning blame. Dear me, I wish I knew. But, why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you, and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. If you need to hear me say it, surely. I appreciate your help, dear. Please may the plan favor us against long odds.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
What the fuck? What am I supposed to be looking for?
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Do so appreciate your help, dear.
Glad those not skilled at math can fulfill some other function. I only question that.
Always account for standard deviation.
this option that says to look closer, it will then give you guys the information that
Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too
Our Earth Directorate friend.
Well, hello. Have an update?
Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away.
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here. And I have... Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. You suspect me somehow? One must keep one's eyes wide open in such times, I suppose. Now...
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? I suppose the data wipe was meant to cover their trail. The physical records would have been altered, dear, presumably by some difficult-to-discern chemical means. Ah, but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my... But still, even the most junior scientist knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone over... There should be ample time for regret later, dear. For now, I'll admit the armchair investigator in me wonders about Proctor's... Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further... A uranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the uranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit. Oh, I'm full of hidden depth. All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the response.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to...
Circumstances proceed toward intended results. Always account for standard deviation.
Svoboda seeks retribution. This unit is capable of complying.
What?
Commander. This is me! Get the claw! The gravel claw is angry! Looking a little woozy there, Commander. And that's still recharging!
Over here.
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything? Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely. Strange question, but yes. All commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room. Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some... Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either... I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, the door was creaky to open. Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had... Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
Ready! All charged up! My claw's always crabby! This thing's got a mean streak!
And may the plan guide you.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
You'd think if she were responsible for the attack, she'd have happily thrown it in my face.
Respecting one's elders is considered good manners in most colonies. Exceptions may be made for violent offenders.
Yes. Suppose you'll do.
What?
I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zeranium... Oh, what else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? Might I entreat you to... Well, as a fellow student of science, you'll be a... We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but, all right. I suppose that could... might I entreat... We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, tremendous. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
Bro, there's nothing fucking in there.
Yes, I have had my fill of stochastic uncertainty today. Ah, you're back. I see my choice in you was well-founded. Uranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have... With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries. You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware. Not much. Keeps to herself mostly, or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here. This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations. Can't miss it, unless you do. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display. With the leak abated, I am fully... Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, and my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I am greatly grateful you were...
These circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Oh, hello, dear. Why, we were just talking...
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream...
You know how the order is. Always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
Hold on now. We should really discuss what you found, not rush headlong into making a verdict.
I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you, dears, to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Yes, I concur. That may be the only part of this that seems certain. You are far more capable than some back manufacturing button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait.
Marisol's fine, thank you, dear.
If you want one, you gotta earn it. Start rescuing sprats out of trees.
I arrived decades ago to lie low after
Damn.
a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate.
That you are who you are, understanding right, and have been. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda. I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it.
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything. Before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
Wait, you can't possibly believe this balderdash. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business. What a nice and thoughtful thing to say, dear. Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Updating threat assessment of Marisol Delgado to Hi.
The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look. Used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors. The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here. This whole affair reminded me of the old days. The blood, the secrecy, the calculations and intrigue. Been trying to tell myself I didn't miss it. But in action, I fear, ill suits me. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say? Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
Affirmative. Engaging standby protocols.
Excellent. Well then, I am quite ready to leave this place.
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here. I can't completely argue with that. I recognize you've done right by us here today, and I appreciate your efforts.
Agent, what do you need? Happy to provide unbiased observation. She possesses surprising scientific aptitude, particularly in the medical field. Good to see she's finally recognized her true value. Auntie's choice never deserved her. Ah, your young colleague. Competent, practical, crack shot. Saddened by his years of isolation, but also honed like me. He would be a formidable target of assassination. I'm not hearing a question. Sometimes, with purpose. Don't you as well? Do you draw some moral distinction between avenging harm and nipping it in the bud beforehand? Between covert and overt means? When all is said and done, are those in your ledger any less dead than mine? That so? Hadn't thought you'd felt that way. Didn't take you for a pacifist. Just a mite less homicidal. Some were proprietary. Often they involved forms of subtle persuasion, others more overt influence. More direct means were required. Do you know? Let's hear it. Oh, I am a dedicated member of the Order. Beyond that, there's really little you or anyone need to hear about. Consider yourself lucky. You already know more about me than anyone else I've met in the last 20-odd years. Information free of context can be off-putting, confusing. I mentioned before I was part of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. I was tasked to influence pivotal events. Dorado appealed to me because it was off the board but not completely remote. There I could lie low for a time, but observe. So I'd believed. Our department was shuttered shortly after Ruth Pissar took office. To put it mildly, after the incident in question, seeking refuge seemed... Suppose you can ask. Another crack like that, and you might just find out. Our department employed a variety of methods to obviate hindrances and threats to the Order's efforts. We were considered wardens of the grand plan, helping correct it when needed. All of us are part of the plan. We follow the path intended for us by the architect. We should, at least. Now and then, some push back against their path, but it never ends well. Corrections can take time, even delay in the solving of the equation. That's where we came in, to get things back on track in the timeliest of manners. May all our endeavors...
Damn. How do I... Oh, okay.
You too can reach the pinnacle of refreshment with Omega 14.
Investigating hostile intentions. Shock effect. Recharging as fast as it can, Commander. Mitigating the threat. Taking the fight out of them.
Freelancer, please report to your assigned area and do not interrupt current operations.
I've repaired this area to the best of my ability. The other tasks are far more bothersome. Perhaps I should just start again. Surely I can prepare better.
That's a lot of casualties. Our medics ain't equipped for this. Not even close.
Oh, thank law. It's Barnabas. Barnabas, the worst boys. Barnabas, I need you to go get help, buddy. I just threw up all over my shoes. And the laces are melting. Plank plasma. Why are the laces melting? My insides, they're on. What's hotter than fire? They're on lava, they're on plank plasma, they're on lives extra special.
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked?
You all right, officer? We saw the impact and got over here fast as we could. If there's anything we can...
We can do to part you from your bits while you're desperate? Yeah, I know your type. You go private, but then lurk in the shadows like manta wasps looking to prey on easy marks. You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot? A what? Is that like some kind of contractor? Are you looking for a job? Because I have neither the requisite paperwork nor the time to fill it out. Yeah? Well, what exactly makes you so sure of that? Well, I suppose I appreciate your honesty. But even if I believe you, so what? The damage is done. Seriously? You expecting me to ring up Auntie and tell her, hello, Maven of all marketing? Just letting you know that this scrutinization officer says everything's hunky-dory. You've clearly been out in the Dorado sun for too long. Ah, an offer for transaction. Now you're talking my language. Didn't reckon you was someone sympathetic to our ways. It just so happens we might be able to trade services. Normally I wouldn't admit this kind of weakness. It's bad practice. But I'm really in the squeeze, and you might be useful. Lately my luck's been right miserable. You cut down the number of issues that are vexing me, and I'll send you word of peace and harmony up the chain. What's good for me is good for you. Or, if all that sounds like too much work for you, there are other ways to curry my favor. Make me believe your good intention. That bomb that hit us, it was filled with uranium. So not only did it kill us the good old-fashioned way, it also caused sear. My contract medicalist over there is literally up to her elbows in it. Her hourly rate is ridiculous, and our damn auto docks have gone on the... You get her the compression coil she needs to make the auto docks work, and that should cut her billable hours in half. There's been a murder at one of our forts. Troopers accused. Problem is, go find out who done it, and I'll send the message you're asking for. This is gonna make no more sense for me saying it than it's gonna make for you hearing it. A real, actual, pincer-faced, carapace-having... Anyways, there's some dispute over who his second should be, and he can't exactly decide himself. Now, you know that's an irrevocable deal, right? As in, please remember it's legal, so don't let... Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. Then why?
Anti-choice is the best.
Anti-choice.
Up, down, up. Go consume, like a good consumer.
Mind your own business interests.
My former department made its share of mistakes, surely, but there was a feeling we all had, like we were writing the universe. It was rather galvanizing. Feels that way again.
Are you saying that the trajectory of our association has reached the apex of friendship?
You'd make a great lower manager.
Yeah.
This is how the other side lives, hmm? A bit Spartan, even for my taste. Out of harm's way, though.
Your allotted time to impress me has already expired.
Oh, yes, that's a milestone worth noting. Now I've seen everything.
Honestly, Bradford, I've no notion of how to cool your conniption. Corporate says I'm in charge, so I'm in charge.
You're in charge? Wait, you're in charge? Don't you mean the executive is in charge?
Of course, that's what I meant. Whether I say me, he, or we.
Yes? Who are you? And why are... Murder? Oh, right. What? Ah, wonderful. I was murder? Ah, wonderful. I was hoping someone would bring some sense into this madness. You should go talk to Trooper Wentworth. I'll let him speak for himself before I start speaking for... Sure, fine. Yes? Who are you? And why are you attempting to steal my utterly invaluable... Ah, wonderful. Murder? Oh, right. One of the enlisted killed their superior, or something. She's in that cage over there, and Security Officer Abner is in charge of the investigation. Sure.
Hey, stranger! Please, you gotta help me. Dervin! Oh, that's great! He's bound to see the truth of this and let me go. Abner's trying to pin this on me, and it ain't right. But I'm not. Why would I kill the chief? There's no profit in it. I'm not up to fill his spot. And if I was, I'm plenty smart enough to make it look like an accident. My last few reviews were fair enough. We weren't fraternizing. Nobody owed... I don't think nobody killed Cuddy. I was there. That's why they think I did it. And he was fine. Well, he was fine up until he wasn't, and then he just swole up and died. But the way he swole up, it's something Cuddy always said might happen. Only it don't make... We were eating chow at our post. Cuddy asked me to try his because it tasted funny, but I tried it and it was fine, just like mine. Then he just swole up, turned blue, and died. I made a ruckus, which called everyone in, and all they saw was him dead and me fine. So security officer... I've got no idea. We ate the same thing. The exact same thing. Came from the same pot, even. It was Sisty stew, fresh from the can. But it was exactly what Cuddy said would happen if he ate crab. I don't have to. Cuddy told him himself. He told absolutely everybody, repeatedly, over and over, constantly. Nobody would have served him Crabble knowing that. But that's still gotta be how he died. So, I need you to talk to Security Officer Abner, remind him of the No, that was days ago, and they tossed out the rest of the... He will.
Returned. Is there a reason you're looking to then what?
What in the scrupulous name of profitable deduct? Some kind of rocket attack, or maybe an orbital strike. Can't rightly say for sure, but it came from above and hit us hard. Don't suppose you're looking for a way to help. We need compression coils. The attack left more wounded than I have supplies for. Without them, they can't convert as many as you can. Auntie dropped extra compression coils. Many thanks.
Sounds like these coils will keep this triage from becoming a morgue. Let's get to scavenging.
Yes? Who are you? And why are you attempting... This is a fort. Those are soldiers. They are man... Ah, wonderful. Sure, fine.
Well, what have we here? Durbin sent you? Why? Oh, lovely. And just what is it you think you... Cute. So far as I can... There are no others. Yes. Now, I'm with... What? What? Well, he's also somebody. Half his... So most of us just ignored him. What? No. It was an accident. Nobody will... Unless... Hey. How'd you like to make some bit? That means I do it myself, but my boss said she's on her... Yes. Yes, that's exactly it. Well, really, thank love. Then come back...
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me.
Enter elsewhere.
damage-prone daredevil. You're getting battered and bruised, brutally bad. Welcome to Buck. We know, and to show my gratitude, I'm offering only so long. So, what will you...
You ain't got clearance to come this way. One step more and you die.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all, I think I'm gonna end it here. So